Alright, y'all, don't be this guy. This guy wrote on like 5 or 6 of my videos within 2 hours saying, can you please do one video where you don't not brag on yourself? He wanted to play up against upper competition, and then, he tells me to get off my high horse and all this stuff. And as you see, all these videos are grading the sub videos to where I'm trying to help y'all get better. I played someone in ranked 17 right there on one of those videos. It has nothing to do with me trying to be on my high horse. And what do you know, in one of Matt Hatter's videos, he says he lives in Auburn and plays with AU. They're sneaky good. So, once again, it probably shows that he was mad that I'm an Alabama fan and I go to school here. Those Auburn Tigers couldn't even get a win in the SEC this year. So, but mainly I wanted to point that out because rarely do I get messages like this with, like just ridiculousness. All those comments were on like a grading the sub episode where I really am trying to help get people better. I am not the best player in the world. I'm definitely not, but I'm a good player. I'm a top 200 or 300 player, and I know a lot about the game, and I have a lot of knowledge to share with y'all. And yeah, there's definitely probably some subs that are better than me and beat me, and I've lost the subs, and the last game I posted, I have a loss to somebody. But you don't want to be that guy who just writes recklessness on people's videos or whatever, because maybe I'm like Woody's Gamertag or a huge person like that who gets thousands of comments that might probably not read it. I read all my comments and I see it, and there's just no need for that. How would you like if you made a video and people say all this stuff? And there's a way to go about saying, hey, man, I feel like you're bragging on your videos that you think you're all that, which I don't think I do, but if I do, tell me. Well, you know how to say it like that. And and so I'm combining those messages with this game because this guy was talking some recklessness as well in some of the messages he was sending me. As you see, he blocked my extra point, but he went off sides. And so anytime anyone goes off sides, I accept the penalty and I go for 2. I just do the quarterback sneak because it's only 1 yard. And so instead of taking 1, I'll take 2 points. But it's just, once again, so this guy, is blocking my extra point, and he's playing complete coverage defense the whole game, which is fine. It's a ranked match. It kind of is what it is. It's just a tactic. Playing all-out coverage defense all game is a tactic, just like throwing a curl route or a smart route out against man. And so I'm sending some blitzes. I'm not sending instant nano sacks. All day every day where you can't even move. And even if I do send an A gap nano or whatever, it's really easy to counter it. I mean, you can do stuff to counter. You can motion a receiver into block. You can block aggressive a lot of times. You can do play action pass, stops a lot of blitzes. There's a lot of different things you can do. And look at this crazy quarterback sneak right here. I have never been seen you just get stood up and then you just sat in that ball for like 5 seconds. It was funny, but converted a big 4th down right there as I'm up 22-7. So just to wrap that up with that guy Jake A, I think his name was. I mean, there's just no need to say all that, and you don't want to be that guy who just trolls like that. Like, what's the point of that? I do like when people tell me that things they think I need to do better. Or, like someone said, I kind of give away the endings a little too soon or whatever, not to make it as entertaining, all that stuff. So yeah, I'm definitely trying to do that, and I'm trying to get better as this process goes along. I've only been doing this for I think 6 months now, so I'm learning with you guys. And so here's the thing right here. I did. He stopped my run, the quarterback sneak, and so I decided to just do a power row out of the goal line. So really, Madden, all it is a chess match and trying to counter what your opponent is doing. And in the top left corner, you see on 1st and goal, I did the quarterback sneak once again. And 2nd and goal, I think that was a toss play, and get in for a touchdown. So he was pinching his line, and he ran commit middle again. So I hit him with the toss and got in for a touchdown. And so it's a chess match, and that's my favorite part about Madden is the back and forth. And so here's where this guy, once again, you don't want to be this guy, just saying, oh, why are you sending blitzes or whatever? I'm like, well, why are you blocking my field goal? Come on now. And and then he sends me the message. This is during the game, by the way. He's like, saying all this ridiculous stuff. So I'm like, just messing with him back. I'm not start cussing him out and all that stuff. And there's no point of that at all. So I'm just sending back a little bit of logic, which was kind of funny. But then he's making a little comeback right here. Gets the touchdown, goes for 2, gets a 2-point conversion, which was the right play right there. So it made it a 10-point game. So all it needs is a touchdown and field goal to tie it to go to overtime. And so I need to get back on offense. And see, look at him. He's playing complete coverage defense. And that's no fun. Like, I get bored playing this type of game. Like, but it is what it is. I have to be able to move the ball on it, and yeah. So that's what I'm doing, and just killing him with this run play because once again on 4th and 1, he thinks I'm going to do the quarterback sneak. So I did the power O and was able to outsmart him pretty much. And so, so once again he's talking ridiculous, and so I just sent him a message back saying no run D, and just kind of messing with him because he's taking this really serious and getting all huffy. Man, oh my goodness, I had A for the touchdown, a little slant, but I was so thinking about the flat route by the makeshift screen, and I didn't take my eyes off it. That was just bad reprogression on my part. So he got a good stop there, and then throws the bomb up to Steve Smith for a touchdown. Makes it an 11-point game. Goes to an onside kick, doesn't get it, and so now this game is pretty much over. Just 4th quarter, 30 seconds left, up by 11 points. So I get the W. So pretty much the point of this video is you don't want to be the guy who just sits there and trolls. I mean, especially on someone with 1,500 subs or whatever. I read all my comments, and we might just that's not the way to interact. If you have something to say, say it in a nice way to help me get better at something. But I'm definitely not trying to brag and say I'm all that, because I'm not. And so yeah. So I hope you all enjoy this game, and then I'll leave you with a couple more things this guy said. And he was talking about buying ebooks, which was hilarious because he's like I'm only lost because you use an ebook and all this stuff. And so I sent him a message back saying, yeah, I use my own ebook that I made. You should go check it out. Sounds like you need a little help. And so I'll leave you with these messages, and I will see you on the sticks.